weather is getting warmer, isn't it? It's a good time to take a short left, but only once you've had the vaccine as well. Try and keep it safe. Let's go for the vaccines. Let's get traveling. Let's go back as well as we take that short left into Vilakazi Street in Soweto. Earlier, speaking to Silindelo Masikane. She's back with us again. And we did see about the food earlier. So, Slee, let's come back to you. Beautiful food as we talk about Tourism Month and COVID-19 and vaccinations.
Well, Gareth, you'd remember we were in the kitchen a little bit earlier on with Chef Tuli, which was preparing a very South African hearty meal, one of the classics actually here at Sakumzi. And, you know, it's one of those meals as South Africans that I think we all love to enjoy. We've got some tripe, we've got some tomato soup, we've got lamb stew, we've got dumpling, we've got beetroot, and me and my guests will actually be delving into this meal a little later on. But I want to introduce the CEO of the Gauteng Tourism Initiative, and then we've got the CEO from the Business Tourism Council. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Barber, let me start with you. The food here, you know, the reference of why we have it here. We know there's an initiative that you guys are undertaking. Take us through that.
Absolutely. Nothing beats celebrating Tourism Month and Heritage Month with a perfect South African cuisine. And right here at this World Pilgrimage, the only street in the world that housed 2 Nobel laureates, at Vilakazi Street, you are able to experience this. So we have over 30 restaurants in our sprawling townships, township restaurants only, that have signed up to the Gauteng Eats program, primarily to promote local cuisines, but also to drive demand for domestic tourism experiences. Linked to the food will be the lifestyle, the music, and attractions close by. As you search in the menu, you will be able to do the biotech stuff, look at what is around, enjoy the food, and enjoy the experience. So this is a demonstration of what is to come. This month of September, as we celebrate Tourism Month, we'll be unleashing this program with the hope that we will also be able to get the local producers, those that are doing food, gardens, and the like, to supply these restaurants so that we're able to tap from the entire value chain. Because tourism is not just about travel, it's about local experiences, so local production for local consumption to influence global output is what we are driving with this campaign.
Mr. Chifiwa, just take us through the face of the industry. Give us a human aspect, a human look to the impact the lockdown has had on the industry.
Well, it has been devastating, and we've been talking about this for the past 20 months. If you look at the numbers, you've got about 470,000 people that have lost their jobs. We are here in Soweto. You can see this live. You know, when you look at the car guards, people who used to do the dancing on the street and to showcase, you know, the rich culture of Soweto, they are no longer doing that. So it means that the devastation, it's attached to people. You see a lot of people that used to work in restaurants, they are now sitting at home. You see a lot of entrepreneurs that are now sitting at home. So it's a devastation across the board. And that is why we've been saying that vaccination is a way out for us to go back to this type of setting that we are seeing today. Sitting at restaurants, going to sporting events, going to conferences, and many other things that we used to enjoy in the past. So that's why we've been saying vaccination, 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 especially for us in the tourism sector, for us to be able to go back to work. There is potential. We know that there's pent-up demand. A lot of people want to travel domestically, and a lot of people from overseas want to come to South Africa. That's why we're working on removing South Africa from red list and many other initiatives, including rebranding, global advocacy, and many others to make sure that we return to some level of normalcy. So it's quite important that we vaccinate. That's the only option we have on the table.
What conversations are you having with government? We're going into the festive season. We're still under level 3 of the lockdown. Are there discussions in terms of lowering the restrictions so the industry can be able to thrive at least and take advantage of that period?
Well, we have had discussion through NEDLAC processes, you know, for sporting events and also for conferences, business conferences and exhibitions, to make sure that we get higher level of participation in those, you know, activities. However, you know, the higher level of participation has to be on the basis that people are vaccinated, because we want to go back to work. Yeah. And going back to work, from what I said previously, is based on vaccination. So we've had those discussions. Digital, you know, vaccine certificate, verification. We've talked about that. We've made a presentation through NEDLAC, and we do hope that we get into the conclusion of the matter and we implement the digital vaccine program for both South Africans and those that are coming from overseas, when they arrive in the country to verify. So discussions are underway, but we can't discuss forever. We need to get to a conclusion. We need to make sure that we implement. Otherwise, we will lose that first mover advantage within the SADC region and within the Africa continent. So we need to move as fast as we can, and we implore government to move with speed to make sure that we save tourism.
Mr. Baba, lastly, quickly, Gauteng was once the epicenter. How do we get people to come here? Usually we go to other parts of the country.
Absolutely, and that's why we are in support of particular saying the Jack for Tourism drive, especially in these hubs like Vilakazi Street, will be part of our program. Firstly, to vaccinate the tourism frontline staff, the waiters, the waiters, so that we're able to send a message out there to our patrons to say you are serviced by vaccinated people that take care of their health, but that are also ready to unleash quality service to you. Reciprocate, also get vaccinated so that we're able to get back safe together. But as we celebrate Tourism Month under the theme of an inclusive tourism growth. Inclusive tourism growth means everybody should be able to travel to places they want to be. And the vaccination and the digital vaccination passport and the certificate is the way to ensure that this inclusive growth that we are advocating for do happen. And we can only achieve that if we work together with the sector, we work together with everybody else involved in using demand-generating things like sporting events, conferences, cultural activities is the way to go to get South Africans, especially with Gauteng, where we receive the highest number of visiting families and relative segments. We want the locals as champion hosts. When these people come, your aunt, your cousins, to know where to take them, to be a champion host, not to be a boring host, but at the most, be a vaccinated host so that you lead by example.
Thank you so much. Gareth, I'm running out of time, and we actually want to start eating. We're actually looking at a table with everyone being vaccinated, so we're going to take off our masks and we're going to enjoy this meal. Unfortunately, I can't take anything for you. We're going to eat it all up.
No, of course you can. Just get a little takeaway box. Silindelo Masikane. Thank you very much.